Hello and welcome to Britpop Banter. My name is Kevin Dodd. This is Lesley Martin.
Hi.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. I'm actually really good.
You're pumped.
I'm really pumped.
You were really excited.
Do you know why I'm excited?
Go on.
Because we're wearing Britpop Banter t-shirts that I made us. And they arrived today and they look lovely.
They are. I must admit, when you said we had t-shirts, I was really angry at you. And I was like, bless, you've actually done something really nice.
Yes.
I can't be, too mean about it. God, getting here, hating life, no one have to wear this silly t-shirt. Get here, it's actually a nice t-shirt.
It's a really nice t-shirt.
So you came up with the ingenious idea of giving these away as prizes.
Yeah.
But how many do we have?
2. One for me, one for you.
Yeah, we didn't really think that one through, did you?
But we can get more.
So we may or may not post what we look like, and if you want one of these,
then we can organise it.
Then I'm pretty sure we can organise that. So, all right, before we get into this week's episode, our plugs as usual at Britpop Banter on Twitter. Go to our Facebook page, like that, and leave us any comments you want, or email us britpopbanter@gmail.com. Questions, feedback, corrections, memories. If you want to challenge us on anything we've said so far, please come at us. And the usual disclaimer, all views expressed in this podcast are 100% our own, and while we poke fun at some bands and artists, we appreciate their talent and sacrifice to create the albums. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
So, last week was Suede.
Yep.
How did you feel about that episode?
I really enjoyed last week's episode.
I thought it was a good fun episode.
I thought we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The album itself, I think we covered it well.
Yep.
I still think people will be surprised that particular album is so low down.
Yes.
Given the fact, we've talked about how it was apparently the beginning of Britpop.
Good point.
But we've talked about this before. This is, this is our ratings, and we've got our own rating scale, and
yep.
So I feel quite comfortable with that, to be honest.
Do you feel Suede are lucky to get in the top 50 at all?
I think the Suede...
Count your blessings, Suede.
Count your blessings, Suede. In fact, count your blessings, any band that gets in this top 50.
Look, I've gone back, I've listened to that episode, and I've actually listened to the album again, which is quite rare, because usually it gets drilled into me through this process. Yeah. But there are some really good songs on that album, so I'm glad we listened to it. Suede were never sort of on... I think both of our scenes when we were a bit younger, so it's good to sort of discover and change our mind on them. I think you nailed it by a best of by Suede would be brilliant.
Yeah.
And also, I don't think you've done it yet, but their new album, The Blue Hour, is worth a listen to. So I'm looking forward to that. Homework from last week. We're going to start with the big one. Now, one of our bits of homework was Damon Albarn has a new band. Do you remember the name of the band?
The Good, the Bad and the Queen.
Well done. Awesome. Yeah. I said we were going to watch the video. We totally forgot. But you haven't watched it.
No.
So we are going to do a live pause. We're going to run off, watch this video, and come back and get Lesley's reactions to said video. I might be overreacting. You might go, this is fine, Kim.
This worries me.
It does a bit. It does.
It really worries me.
So we will pause and come back to you and let you know what you thought of The Good, the Bad and the Queen. All right. Be right back. And we're back. So...
I'm not going to sleep tonight.
So, we watched the video to Maryland, I think is the name of the song. The
song's good. The song's not bad.
It's a bit weird.
What's with that face? Like, I'm now scarred. I won't sleep tonight. It's like Blur featuring Chucky.
I will post it for everyone to sort of have a look-see at. It's unsettling, as I would say. But, so the album is out, and I'll add it to the list for both me and you to listen to. I've had a quick listen to it, and I'm not... that song's very unusual to me, but that loop has been in my head for the last 2 days.
Yeah, it's still in my head.
It'll keep going.
But it reminds you, do you know what it reminds you of? You know, if you go like to say Blackpool or like Blackpool Pier or the Tower, and they've got those like clown machines, and it's just that
Oh yeah.
And it's that kind of music, and it goes on a loop, and it smiles, or it spits out little balls at you.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of... But it's freaky.
It is. It is a very unusual video.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll post it, have a look at it. We will add it to the list of albums to have a listen to.
Yeah.
But again, it just shows you that the number of bands and artists 20 years ago are still kicking around producing new music. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right, so that was I wanted to kick that off because I really wanted to see your face, and it was utter confusion for a while.
It was utter confusion.
So we watched the video. Also, once we ended the last podcast, we talked about the Charlatans album, and you weren't happy with how you sort of left that. I think you wanted to give it a little bit more praise. I don't think you felt you nailed it.
Yeah, I really wanted to touch upon... There was 2 tracks on that album, and I'd forgotten to mention them. So the track Not Forgotten on that album...
Yep.
is possibly one of the best songs I've heard in the last month.
Wow. And you've listened to a lot.
I've listened to a lot, and I just think it's a beautiful song.
Okay.
I really recommend that people go and have a listen to that.
Excellent.
And the track Over Again was... I thought it was really catchy, and I really actually enjoyed that album, but those 2 tracks I really want to call out.
It's funny because you've picked... I went back because you raved about this album, and I went, what did I give it? And so we'll go through so far where the ratings go on the sort of newer albums. I re-listened to it today, and I, same as you, loved it, and I think it's been lost in the amount of albums we've had to listen to. But I picked Solutions, Plastic Machinery, There'll Be Chances, and Let's Go Together as my favourite songs. Totally different from you.
Did you not like Not Forgotten?
I'm pretty sure I like the whole album. But
Plastic Machines was great.
Just whenever I was like, oh, I like this, write it down, right? So maybe it was maybe I was distracted at the time.
Give Not Forgotten a listen again.
All right.
There's the bit before it, which is like 40 seconds, and it's when he does like that weird sort of chatter bit.
Yeah.
And then, but then it goes straight into Not Forgotten.
Okay.
A great track.
Okay. Honestly, that rated really highly amongst... So far you're doing really... And we'll come to the albums, but you are just heaping praise on them, so I can't wait. You had some homework there as well.
Yeah.
I made a mistake with the Embrace album. I called it Love Is All You Need, and it's not. It's Is Love a Basic Need is the name of the album, so I got it wrong. Apologies on me. And it's important we get that right. But you did have some albums to listen to. So you had, correct me if I'm wrong, Echobelly, and you had Ash. Talk to me. Which one do you want to tackle first?
I want to tackle Echobelly first, because it's happy.
Oh, you liked Echobelly?
Loved it. So Anarchy and Alchemy, I wasn't too optimistic about it.
I hadn't really sang its praises.
You hadn't really sold it to me. And, our past track record in terms of ratings, you're normally way...
I am, haven't I? I'm usually a
I am.
1.5 ahead of you.
And I thought, this is going to be grim. And I was at the beach on Saturday.
Oh!
Don't want to rub it into anyone listening to the UK, but I was at the beach and I thought, I'll give this
a try. You didn't get burnt either.
No.
So you have learned your lesson.
I have learnt my lesson.
Okay, so talk to me. How was it?
I will give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh, that's a big chunk different from mine.
And the reason is, it's not too different from early Echobelly. It's probably, I feel the production is better.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
But the standout tracks for me were Firefly.
Okay.
Loved it.
Okay.
Rain On and Faces in the Mirror.
Okay.
They're 3 tracks that I've gone back to again and again this week.
What is going on in the world?
really rate that album, and I recommend anyone to go and give it a listen.
Wow. Look, I think maybe it deserves a re-listen from me.
I think it does.
I give it a 6. And I think, and if you remember back to the first episode, what I said was, I think when I compared it against the other albums...
Which you told me not to do when I gave Embrace the rating.
Hold on. But what I did was, when I found out that all these new artists had released new album, I lined them up and I went through them all. And there's some big hitting albums there. You have been spoiled and actually picked 2 a week, and I've just looked at that, as opposed to looking in the overall bucket. But, in saying that though, the fact that you like Echobelly, I'm all for it. 2 thumbs up from this guy. I'm a really happy man. So maybe I was a little bit harsh, but I'm glad you like it.
I didn't have it easy though, because my next album was Ash.
Talk to me about. I said you wouldn't like one of the tracks.
Buzzkill?
Oh, yep.
Wow. Buzzkill, it's more like just kill myself. It's
Didn't you like the album?
absolutely 5 out of 10.
5?
Like, just didn't get the album. I just didn't enjoy it. First couple of tracks, I was like, oh.
Well, I think Buzzkill's 2, isn't it?
Yeah, well, first, no, it's 3.
Okay.
It was like first couple of tracks, and I was like, Look, I've never been the biggest Ash fan, right? So I think that needs to be...
That's an understatement.
Yeah. And look, Ash, when Ash do great songs, they do great songs. I feel like they go either great or
two different spectrums.
Rubbish. I don't feel like... like Echo Belly, even some of the other songs on that album that might not be your favourite, they don't offend you.
Yes.
They're just there.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's the same as some of the other albums. You don't get offended by it. You don't necessarily have to click on.
Yeah.
You just go,
Okay.
not great. Ash's album, that Buzzkill song, I went, this is a joke.
It's the minute I hear it stands out on the album as well.
It doesn't go. What's the point?
I'm the same as you. That song, and I knew the minute I heard that song, I went, Les is gonna hate this. If I don't like it, you're definitely not gonna like it.
5 out of 10.
7.5 from me.
Wow, better than Echo Belly's album.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I said that at the time because actually on that album there's some really, really good, strong tracks. But so far, obviously Ash is your worst album so far. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. What do you want to take next week?
Give me what you throw 2 at me.
Well, I'll tell you what. We've been banging on about Suede. We just covered Suede. Let's do the Suede Blue Hour album.
Write this down.
Write down your homework.
Yep, Suede.
And the rest.
Hour.
Now, what do you fancy from the list? So far you've got Reef's new album you haven't tackled. The Manic Street Preachers you said you listened to, but you've not given me a rating for. Shed Sevens. Actually, take Shed Sevens.
Okay.
Because that was one that you went, what? That I gave a 9. So I bet you'll come knocking at the door with an 8. Right?
Really?
It's a good album. I think
don't
you really
mind
like
Shed 7 either, so I would be...
I think it's... So that's good. All right, 2 pieces of homework.
So Suede and Shed 7.
We do have 2 sort of new albums to whack on the list. If we are missing any new albums, send it to us. We'll add it to the list. These are just very brief ratings. We're not going into deep diving into it all. We're just listening and giving a number around. We've got The Good, The Bad and The Queen, which we just talked about. Looking forward to reviewing that. We'll push that off for a little while. But we've got Ultrasound's new album, Real Britannia, as well, which I'm going to add. So they're the sort of ones that I need to listen to, and then you've got this list, which you've got your homework there for.
Lovely.
It's time for one of your favourite segments. Do you want to sing the Jungle Jingle?
Diddle-a-doo. What was it again? Ding 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 ding. I don't know what it is. What was
You're
it?
supposed to, you struggled with the jungle and then you went Britpop one-liners.
Yeah, Britpop one-liners.
There you go. Lovely, lovely. It is you to ask me.
Oh, yes.
So here.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've even colour-coded it for
You've
you.
colour-coded it. Can someone take a photo? Look at this. What a geek.
Easy to understand, though.
Easy to
Thank
understand.
You. Yes. Okay, go for it.
Okay. Stereophonics.
Oh, okay. Wasn't the biggest fan of the Phonics when they first come out, but word gets around, that album got around, it was played non-stop. And really liked that album. Performance in Cocktails was good, then they moved into... So actually, you know what? Really consistent band?
Yeah.
I don't know, I'll go back and listen to them sort of every now and again. But
One-liner. Give me one line. What do you think about Boom?
Not my favourite band, but I'll delve into every now and again.
Okay, great. Not my favourite band, Ash.
My one-liner is, I like these guys a lot more than you do. Just to touch on that,
Yeah.
that 1977 album, brilliant album. And my job, if it's there, is to convert you on how good that album is. So I'm looking forward to potentially talking about Ash in the very near future.
Oh no, it's
But,
there. Oh no.
Can I tell a story about Ash?
Please.
Back in Perth, our hometown, they were doing a gig at, and I can't remember whether it was the HMV or the Virgin. They were doing an in-store concert, right? And my shift finished a bit later than they were supposed to come on and do it. So it was back in the days of those really long 10-hour shifts. And so I persuaded my boss to do not only the 10-hour shift, but to work through my breaks and lunches to get to the gig so that I could see Ash play in that tiny record store. And they played 4 songs. I was knackered. I was so tired by the time I got it. It was awesome to get there. Played 3 songs, 4 songs, walked off. And I was like, I just worked. You have no idea how hard I just worked to get here. Like, thinking it would be this big sit-down long, like just a long concert. Get there, 3 songs, piss off.
Was it worth it? Yeah, nah.
Probably not. I went, and this will make you laugh, I went by myself.
It doesn't make me laugh at stand-up.
So I can't, where were you? I must have tried to get you to go and you were like, I'm not doing that.
No. I would have probably worked your 10-hour shift more than I would have went to see Ash.
Alright, so there's my Ash one-liner. Worked a 10-hour shift with no breaks or lunches to come and see you. You played 3 songs and then you pissed off.
One more.
One more.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go. You haven't picked it yet. What are you talking about? Go on.
Ian Brown.
Oh, you love Ian Brown and you got me onto him, and that's obviously from The Roses. We're not going to talk about that. But I, for years, could not get past... I always had challenges with his vocals. However, I have come to love them, and Unfinished Monkey Business and Golden Greats, fantastic. So, yeah, that was one. You. I think you just wore me down. I think you just beat me up. And,
that's usually my tactic.
That's usually just, yeah. But yeah.
It works.
Definitely. So Ian Brown, didn't like it first. However, through Les banging on about him so much, eventually ground me down, and now I like him.
Good.
Yeah.
So Stereophonics, Ash, Ian Brown.
Okay, done. All right, thank you.
Well done.
All right, we've fallen on from Suede last week. We are at number 46.
Woohoo! Plowing through the chart.
Plowing through them. It is the Happy Mondays, Pills and Thrills and Bellyaches.
Love it.
What do you think they mean by the title?
Numerous things. I think the title's quite self-explanatory, to be quite honest.
A lot of their album titles actually are, and we'll cover some of those in a second. The album cover, did you... there's been a couple of moderations done to the album cover. Which one did you see? Do you remember what the first one was?
Yeah, it was the one... Because I read about this, actually. It was the one that was made up of lots of different sweet wrappers.
Yeah! It's a great album cover.
Yeah.
But it's been changed a few times, and they had to lose some of the brands and identities of some of the chocolates and sweets. But the first one, literally, you look at it and you can pick some of your favourite chocolates when you were a kid. So it's actually... Spotify has the original. It actually has it.
Does it?
If you do a Google search, you'll find some of the older stuff, but Spotify actually has the most... the earlier one with the original brands on it. So the album was released on 27th November 1990. We were babies.
We were babies.
We were babies back then. In actual fact, we were about a month away from meeting probably for the first time.
Oh, lovely!
Yeah. So this,
I doubt we were listening to that, though.
I very much doubt we were listening to this.
Maybe in between Kylie and Jason, I think it had it in the middle of them.
Can you imagine if I brought that album home to my mum? Yep, let's...
Could you imagine if you did it now? It would make a difference.
Good point. Zero difference. This is the Happy Mondays' third album. Their previous album was the album called... Do you remember?
No.
Bummed. So, interesting enough about Bummed, in 2006, Q placed the album at number 18 in its list of the 40 best albums of the 80s.
Oh, wow.
So that was 1988, I
Big
apologise. The album was also included in the book 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die.
Really?
Do you really want to hear the Happy Mondays before you die?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make me laugh.
Actually, good point. So before that, the award for one of the longest album names ever. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Squirrel and G-Man, 20-hour party people, plastic face, can't smile, brackets white out.
Brilliant.
Now,
Have you watched the movie 24 Hour Party People?
No, I knew you were going to ask me about that too.
I have it on DVD downstairs. Do you want me to lend you it?
I don't think I have a DVD player.
Okay.
Is it good? Talk to me about it.
Really like it. So Steve Coogan's in it.
Yep.
And he plays the guy who ran the Hacienda.
Yep.
And it talks a lot about the Manchester Sound, which is where Happy Mondays began. And it just sort of tells stories of that era, predominantly focused on him, but you do get a lot of glimpses of the music. Like they talk about New Order, Happy Mondays, and Spiral Carpets, lots of the other bands. It's a really good movie.
Okay, maybe I will borrow it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I talked about that long album title. I'm not going to repeat it, but they're credited with probably the longest album name, but also the shortest album review. So Melody Maker said about the album Yes Please, no thanks. So yeah, let's quickly touch on Yes Please. So Yes Please was following it. It's a couple of years later in 1992. I'm not going to talk. If you don't know about the album Yes Please by the Happy Mondays, I would probably say don't listen to it and just read the Wikipedia page. It just sounds like an insane album creating process. Did you read up on it? What they did? We'll take it offline because we'll probably get into trouble about saying some of the stuff they did, but it was crazy what they did. And that was the album that actually sent the Factory Records bankrupt because they just threw so much money at it and it just was a mess of an album. It was Yes Please is actually listed in Pitchfork Media's the top 10 career-killing albums of the 90s.
Wow.
Well, it didn't kill them. It actually did kill the record label. So, yeah. So, label Factory Records, they had the same label as New Order and Joy Division. That kind of makes sense when you hear some of the music coming through.
Yep.
As I mentioned, they went bankrupt in November 1992. Producer, Paul Oakenfold.
I know.
And Steve Osborne.
Paul Oakenfold.
I know. Insane. So I saw that name come up and I went, whoa, all right. It's 10 tracks. It's 43 minutes again. All right, so we're cracking in that mid 45 minutes.
You wouldn't have bought it, 10 tracks, tight. You'd have gone, nah, not worth the money.
I didn't buy this. And to be fair, imagine the pocket money I was on it in 1990.
No. But did you never buy it down the track?
No,
Like,
never.
I bought it later on.
No, never. Never had this album. So how did the album actually do? It went to number 4, which was pretty good. And it spent a total of 31 weeks in the top 100. Do you want to know what was in the charts at that time?
Yes, I do. I love this.
This is your favourite segment. Everyone turn the volume down on your phone or your computer because Leslie's going to sing at you. What do you want, the albums or the charts?
Albums first.
Well, you like structure like me apparently now. All right, so this is 1990.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, rather than trying to name the number 1 album, do you want to give me, who do you think's in the charts, the top 10 in 1990?
Kylie Minogue.
No. Is that it? That's your what?
Jason Donovan.
That's all you've got. Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan. No is the answer.
Take that.
Let me just see. They're in the singles chart.
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh, amazing. We'll get to the singles chart, but well done.
Love Take That then, first album.
No. I'm talking about Kylie's in there.
Oh,
Not
Kylie.
Take That.
Oh.
Take That or much
Kylie
later.
will be in it. I know that.
Okay, let's get into the album. So number 10
Yeah.
in 1990, From a Distance, The Event, Cliff Richard.
Oh.
Do you know any Cliff Richards?
Yeah, quite a few. I'm not going to sing them. I don't even want to talk about it.
Did you have any of his stuff?
No. What?
All right, just asking. My dad had this. In concert, Jose Carreras, Placido Domingo, and Pavarotti.
Oh, so did my mum and dad.
Every mum and dad has
Listen,
this.
Dharma. If I hear that
Oh,
one
yeah.
more time.
That was in a car.
And that makes sense, right? Because Italia 90 World Cup. That was the song.
See,
Boom.
boom.
Wow, I'm clever.
Yeah. All right, The Cure with Mixed Up.
Oh yeah.
Number 7, Status Quo, Rocking All Over Years. They're always in there. Number 6, I'm Your Baby Tonight, Whitney Houston.
Love Whitney Houston. I'm your baby tonight.
Don't know anything about it.
Whatever you
All right,
want from me.
one-liners. Don't get carried away. No one wants to hear you sing Whitney Houston. Number 5, The Beautiful South with Choke.
Can't stand the beautiful side.
I never got into. Number 4, Pills and Thrills by the Happy Mondays.
Woo.
Number 3, The Rhythm of the Saints by Paul Simon.
Paul Simon, yeah.
Yeah, it's Paul Simon, but I don't know anything from that. Number 2, Phil Collins, Serious Hits Live. You should have thrown out a Phil Collins. And number 1, the very best of Elton John. Now that was 1990.
The very best of Elton John.
Back in
1990. I only saw him 2 years ago.
How many times?
But how many times can you release your very best of? Like, I got it for Christmas, like, literally 5 years ago.
There you go. Maybe he does it every couple of... Anyway.
Love a bit of Elton, though.
Okay. Who else was charting in the singles?
Yeah,
you ready?
Love the singles.
Now, you can't sing this because you just sung it. Whitney Houston, I'm Your Baby Tonight at number 10.
Okay, just sing it.
Yeah, just sing it. Just sing it again. We Want the Same Thing by Belinda Carlisle at number 9. I don't know that.
We want the same thing. We dream the same dream.
Oh, yeah, I know that one. Number 8, Step Back in Time by Kylie Minogue.
All I can do is step back in time.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Oh, Christ, it's going to be a long one. Berlin, Take My Breath Away? No.
Take my breath away.
All right.
Name the film, go, 10.
It's Top Gun.
You're good. Well done.
Got trivia right after I butchered last week's.
Awful.
Oh, sorry. Robert Palmer and UB40, I'll Be Your Baby Tonight, number 6. No. Number 5, Black Box with Fantasy.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I don't know that one.
One of my dad's favourite songs
What?
is Ride on Time by Black Box.
Your dad?
No word of a lie. This is the funniest story ever. So just for everyone listening, my dad is now 79 and he does his exercises to Spotify, and he sent me an email about 2 months ago and said, well, I really like that dance song.
Do your dad impression. You're probably...
Well, I love that dance song. It's got that lady that sings on it, and it goes like this, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. But he wrote it like that in an email, and then I went, I need to figure this out. I know what it is, and I sent him. I went, Dad, I think it's Ride on Time by Black Box. Next morning, you were absolutely right, love. Loves it.
I love your dad impression. He's a machine.
Yeah.
Doing his exercises every morning.
Amazing.
And his abs. He's just...
79.
Oh, what is that?
Black Box.
Number 4, The Beautiful South, A Little Time. Number 3, Don't...
That song did my head in, and it was so big. I need a little time to think it over. It was huge. I can't stand it.
Number 3, Don't Worry by Kim Appleby. Nah. Number 2, Fog on the Tyne by Gaza.
No way!
And Lindisfarne. Go on. Fog on the Tyne is on mine.
I don't mind. Fog on the Tyne is on mine.
Alright, number 1, An Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers.
Oh, not singing that.
Nah, I don't think that's worth a song. So that was the charts. So...
It's a bit grim.
It's a bit grim, and also... Kudos to the Happy Mondays for breaking through into number 4 into that. Yeah. Really, completely different music, and they've got into the top 10.
You can see why the world needed Britpop if that was the early 90s.
Yeah. All right, I have failed to acknowledge the amount of work you've done this week.
Thanks.
And we're almost halfway through the podcast. I've never seen you come... Listeners can't see this, but 1, 2, 3, and double-sided.
Double-sided?
So you've probably got about 10 pages of notes, which is more than me, handwritten, and a highlighter.
A highlighter.
Whoa!
A green highlighter.
Oh my God! Big leagues now!
I just got quite excited. I do love the Happy Mondays, but what I wanted to dig into, I think, was you'd asked me previously around the... and a couple of people on Twitter have actually asked as well in terms of when I mentioned about the Stone Roses kicking off Britpop, we've had a couple of people comment and say, look, they were part of the baggy era. It was part of Manchester,
Yep.
which I understand.
Yep.
But then my comment back to them was that.
Are you going back and forth, are you?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, no,
That's
but
why I made you sign your name on Twitter so people don't come at me.
No, but basically was Britpop had to start from somewhere, right? So
Right.
we had to come from one era to the other.
Okay.
So I did a bit of digging into like the Manchester kind of era in terms of where the Happy Mondays
Was it an era?
fitted
It's
in.
very short.
Yeah, but it was more of a cultural scene, right? It obviously developed in Manchester, and if you watch that movie, you'll see.
All right. Okay.
Like in the northwest of England in the 80s, it merged with like an alternative rock and acid house and dance culture, and also probably a bit of psychedelica and 1960s pop.
Yep.
It was that Manchester label was really popularised by the British music press in the early 90s, which makes me, you think about, we're talking about Britpop, some of these albums we listened to begin 1990, Suede kicked it off in 93. You can begin, now when you sort of really dig into the bands and the music, you dig into where the crossover was.
Okay.
Because if you think about what they classed as Manchester, you've got the Roses,
Yeah.
and Spiral Carpets,
Yeah.
who Noel Gallagher was actually a roadie for the Spiral Carpets before he kicked
Oh, that's
off
right. It
Oasis.
was in the documentary they did.
Yep.
Yeah.
And 808 State and James.
James.
So they named James as part of that Manchester. That's
That's not the one that gets me. It's the 808 State.
yeah, because it's that kind of
But it's totally different from the other bands.
true. But if you think about that acid house dance culture, but blending in the rock piece,
I think they just they probably got it because they're from Manchester.
and then that baggy sound. So people sometimes, like you were asking me, what does that mean?
What does it mean?
Right. So it's basically a combination of like funk, psychedelica, guitar rock, and house music all put together, right?
That's not what I thought it meant.
But that's what it is. What did you think of it? Their trousers.
Yeah, I thought they wore baggy. I thought they wore baggy.
It's not Linkin Park.
I thought it was baggy pants.
No.
Oh, so what do you mean bag? Run me through it again.
But that's the sound, right? So it's like funk, psychedelica, guitar music, and house music, right? And basically, in the Manchester context, right, it's basically influenced by indie music that was starting to come through, and it dominated the city's music scene.
Okay.
And then a lot of those influences were coming through the hacienda. You've really got to watch 24 Hour Party, people.
Apparently.
That's your homework.
Oh.
That is your homework.
All right. Okay. Done. Okay.
Because I think you'll begin to get an understanding of that music.
Okay.
So for me, it gave me a bigger understanding in terms of, I absolutely love the Stone Roses. It certainly is baggy, so I will big thumbs up to my Twitter friend. However, I do still think that from that sound, I just think there's always a journey. So we came out of Manchester, there was the baggy sound, and then we came probably into that Britpop era, and I do think those bands, by bringing in the indie influence into that acid house, psychedelica, dance culture, I think that's where it...
Okay.
I'm beginning to see the whole...
Okay.
You begin to see a lot of it take shape when you dig into it and we start listening to these albums.
Yeah. Okay.
If you think about Primal Scream as well,
Yeah. True.
that was 91, it has that vibe.
Yeah.
Stone Roses album 1989. This Monday's album that we're talking about is 1990. You start to begin
I think
to
we
see.
need to look at 1992. Because a lot of that stuff is coming in at the end of the 80s, early 90s, and then we're talking about Britpop kicking off in 93, right? What happened in 92?
Well, that's what I've been saying since the
Obviously,
beginning.
Kylie Minogue dropped the
And what
ball.
happened in 91?
Keep going. Good stuff.
The one thing I did want to comment on is I did a bit of digging into, this particular album. And one quote that I saw in one review that really sort of stood out for me. So I was reading a review in NME, and Paul McCartney commented that he saw the Happy Mondays on TV, and he said they reminded him of the Beatles in their Strawberry Fields phase.
Yes.
Now, for me, that's big
a compliment?
praise. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, look, not Mr. Take Revolver Back to the Shop. So, I'm a huge Beatles fan.
Yeah.
As you know, love.
Yeah.
They can do no wrong.
Yeah.
All of this kicked off from that, and man, don't get me started. If you
not.
think I'm going to kick off about the Roses starting Britpop, I will start off about the Beatles kicking off everything. So,
So everything, music up until the Beatles was non-existent.
Well,
They
yeah,
basically...
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
good.
pretty much.
All right, carry on. What else you got? That's good.
Thank you.
Very, very good.
Thank you.
I don't understand, because obviously I wasn't old enough to understand it, but I don't understand the Manchester movement, that it was there for the couple of years. I think you're starting to paint a really good picture between how it started moving from that stages into this Britpop piece that we're talking about now. So I think you're doing well. You're doing well in terms of getting us the background. What else have you got? That is just one page of your 10. What have we got?
Yeah, probably a lot of them are nonsense, but it's fine. The second part I wanted to dig into, so some of my homework for last week was around the whole did Britpop cause Brexit?
Oh, yeah.
And our mate Michael Hahn at The Guardian. So I dug into a little bit of this in more depth, right? Because this whole conversation fascinates me, because I feel that we're actually doing this podcast at a very timely moment.
Yeah.
In terms of Cool Britannia, there seems to be a lot of bands coming back, Brexit's happening. There's actually a lot of articles that talk about how this has potentially kicked off Brexit. The reality is it hasn't.
Of course
but
not.
It's about the whole, I guess, resurgence of this type of music. So I read that article more by Michael Hahn, and he said, look, there's no denying that Britpop nostalgia did make flag-waving nationalism more acceptable. And he did that in the 90s for the reason that we discussed. So we had New Labour coming in.
Yeah.
The same probably reasons now are happening.
Okay.
There was one quote I just want to touch upon, and I want to get your reaction to it. This is in his article.
Go on.
He said, so Britpop went from something arch and wry and awkward to beery sing-alongs with arms around shoulders. Do you think that's a fair reflection of all of the albums that we're going to talk? Because for me, beery sing-alongs is Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba. I don't think that Animal Nitrate is a beery sing-along.
I agree with that. Got a funny story about Chumbawamba.
Oh, yeah?
So I went to Teen the Park 1998.
Oh, no.
And Chumbawamba were on the main stage. And I think they were the act before Garbage. And so it was a really rainy, crappy day. Puddles, mud, it's just a horrible... You know when Teen the Park just gets this muddy everywhere. Anyway, so Chumbawamba came on. Course started off with Tub Thumping.
I get knocked down.
And so they almost got knocked down because the entire crowd scooped up muck from the ground and started launching it on the stage. They never made it through the song. They walked off. And the crowd cheered when they went off. So that's my only Chumbawamba story. I can't imagine how they felt.
That's not very nice.
It's not very nice, but it's my only... When you tell me about Chumbawamba, that comes to mind. I know, harsh, eh? So yeah, you were talking about whether you think it's this camaraderie, arms around each other.
Yep.
That is definitely an example of not.
Yeah, I know, absolutely are. He writes the whole article and he discusses it in more depth. And the article actually was triggered by a tweet from the writer John Savage. So he tweeted saying, I know that Brexit is a Tory-owned disaster, but I'm pondering to what extent the cultural smugness of the Blair years, Britpop, Hornby and Curtis helped to pave the way. So Curtis being obviously Richard Curtis, I'm assuming, and Nick Hornby being the author.
Yeah.
So he triggered the whole statement by calling it that. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I think it's clickbait, to be honest.
Bad.
It is.
But then you dig into it more because then there's...
This is my boy Michael Hahn, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's the same stuff.
But it was really funny. So obviously we're quite active on Twitter now.
Yes.
And we've got friends at Britpop Memories.
Yes.
They tweeted in response to John Savage.
Did they?
Just with that finger on the mouth questioning emoji, and I cried with laughter because I completely agree with you guys.
Okay.
But then, look, digging into it more, there's just a lot. There was a magazine called the Quietus. It's a British online music and pop culture magazine.
Yep.
And then so they then talk about John Savage's tweet, and then Michael Hann writes about this, and he's saying, like, it claims that Tony Blair was Britpop's spiritual leader, institutionalised and extended Thatcherism, and while glad handling gullible rockers and beaming about Britain's marvellous musical heritage, tore up the tracks. Britpop didn't make this happen, but it didn't do nothing, it did worse than nothing.
It's rubbish, isn't it? It's just
there's a lot of this stuff.
It's just bands making music. That's all it is. And
I've got a heap more, but we'll cover it in the next. But I think what we'll do is we'll cover a little bit in each episode, because I've got so much more that I can dig into. The one thing I want to say, because I really want your opinion on this.
Oh God.
Michael Hann.
Yeah, Jesus.
Quotes. He also says that dance music was more popular than Britpop, and he gave the example of Everything But the Girl Missing outsold Wonderwall.
Wow.
Does that surprise you?
It surprises me. I listened to Everything But That album.
I love listening to Everything But the Girl. I had both those singles, so I contributed to that, I'm not going to lie.
I love Everything But the Girl, but
same.
I'm surprised by the number of album sales. But
was dance music more popular than Britpop? I don't know. That's something I want to dig into.
That's a great point, because we love both.
I just don't think that's true.
You don't think that Everything But the Girl outsold Oasis?
No, I do. I mean, I don't think that dance music was more popular than Britpop.
See, even that surprises me.
I'd love to get, like, on Facebook, Twitter, right, and I'd love to hear people's thoughts on that.
That's a great question to ask.
I just don't think.
Did dance music in the 90s outsell Britpop?
Well, was it more popular?
Not the crap stuff, the good stuff.
But I don't...
Oh, wow. I'd love to know, well, where was Prodigy, Firestarter? You know, anything from the Chemical Brothers? You know, they're the Underworld.
More popular.
Where was the Born Slippy? Surely that was up there. Oh, Michael Hann, I'm coming at you again.
But I'm going to end it.
Okay.
So you know how much I really love the Boo Radleys?
Yep.
So I was doing my research, and Martin Carr from the Boo Radleys.
Hold on, yep.
Do you want to take his take on Britpop? You ready?
I do, because I don't want to hear from him, but
I tried to have nothing to do with what was called Britpop.
Oh.
Now, this has come from an article by Stephen Dowling in BBC News.
Okay.
But our whole career was spent trying not to fit in. Well, you didn't, Martin, so you did that well. And I didn't like most of the new bands with the flag waving. I didn't like New Labour or idolise Paul Weller.
What?
And I hated media-generated movements within music. Bow. Like that. I'm just going to end that there.
That's harsh. I mean, it's not. It's just.
He was signed to Creation Records, and this is the thing, we touched upon it before, and that's interesting, right? Yeah. So he was signed to the label
along with these other artists, and he's bagging them out.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there just to get your reaction.
So the Boo Radleys, we put in the original list of 63 bands, right? And we didn't want them in there, but we put them in there to be fair. I would love to know, you know, we're a couple of episodes in now. Mm-hmm. What does everyone think about the Boo Radleys?
Yes, please.
Right? Send it. First of all, what do you think to that? Because that's just, I can't believe you took a pop shot at Paul Weller.
Yep.
And then second of all, do you actually think they're actually a Britpop band at all? But it's too late now, because we've bought all their albums and we've had to listen to them. It's too late,
It's too late.
It's too late, we've done it.
I'm not going to be in it though, let's be honest.
Yeah, no spoilers, but it's a pretty slim chance. Shall we get into the album?
Yes, let's get into the album, let's get into the tracks.
Okay. Alright, so you've been telling me about the Manchester movement, absolutely correct. Stone Roses, Inspiral Carpets and James. Did you know that they formed in 1980?
I was.
What were you? A sparkle in your dad's eye.
Well, it depends on the month.
Also, they have reformed 4 times.
They're here this year.
I know, we'll get to that. They're actually playing the day before my birthday.
Happy birthday, Kev!
Do you want to go and see them? I think it'll be a laugh.
It'd be a laugh. I think we should do it.
So, there's still tickets. And it's right down the road from here, so we will grab some tickets and let's go and see them, and we'll report back on how it was. All right, so let's talk about the band. The Sean Ryder, obviously on vocals.
Yeah.
Paul Ryder, his brother, on bass. Mark Day on guitar. Paul Davis on keyboard. Gary Whelan on drums. Bez, a bit later, I want to talk about him. And Rowetta later joined the band. Can I ask a question about Bez?
Yeah.
What's he do?
Maracas.
And dancing. And dancing.
And dancing, of course.
Come on.
Of course.
How could you forget that? I'd love to delve into Bez. He's just, if you try and delve into him, it takes you off into all the stuff he's done, and he's just a character.
Yep. Can I give you an update on Bez?
An update? Yeah, sure.
This is hilarious.
Okay, go.
So, you know in the UK they show Bargain Hunt?
Is that the antiques kind of one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Right.
So, at the middle of this year in the UK, they have celebrity ones.
Right,
and it was Happy Mondays went head to head with Pulp.
No way.
100%. So, basically...
Was it the full lineups? Like everyone joined in?
Yeah. And so it was like two, so it was like two of
Cocker
each.
do it? Nah, Cocker would.
Yeah, he did.
Cocker did it?
He did it for Pulp. And Bez was on the Stone Roses side. I mean the Happy Monday side, sorry.
Who partnered with him, do you know? Okay.
But Pulp won because
Go on.
Bez broke the show's rules by artificially inflating prices, handing the victory to Pulp. So how this happened was...
So Bez cheated?
Basically, but he said he didn't realise. So let me explain.
Go on.
So the Happy Mondays team ended the programme with a profit of £8. £8? £8. After buying a vintage rustic novelty mirror in the shape of a horse collar, a biscuit tin, and mid-century record player. But a member of the Bargain Hunt production crew noticed that the winning bidder for two of their slots was Bez's girlfriend.
Oh, for God's sake.
Therefore breaking the show's rules and forcing the ending to be reshot with victory handed to Pulp. I have tried to find it. I need to watch it.
If anyone has the link to that,
we
need to watch it.
I mean, what's happening in the world when Happy Mondays and Pulp are on Bargain Hunt?
Oh God! I mean, that's blown my mind.
I need to see it. Can somebody please?
And he cheated.
He cheated.
Not even
£8.
Not even clever. I mean, you just got your missus to.
I'll do it.
And then that was it.
£10.
Not approach a stranger. At least, Bez.
Oh.
He's had. Well, he won Celebrity Big Brother. He's been bankrupt allegedly countless times, and he's had a run in politics. Did you know that?
No, but I would love to hear about that.
And this is the problem with Bez, right? You start looking at the Happy Mondays, and then you get taken down the road with Bez, and you just go, what the heck hasn't this guy done? Brilliant. And then you go, wait a minute, I'm not here to research Bez, I'm here to research the album.
Brilliant.
But he has done absolutely everything. Let's talk about our mates The Guardian again.
Okay.
They ran a poll for the best Happy Mondays album. Guess what won it?
It's got to be this one.
It's not this one. It's the album Bummed. So remember how I was talking about... Yeah, it won it by 8%. 46% of the vote took that album, which surprised me. Interestingly enough, guess what percentage Yes Please got? So let's pause, because... Spoiler, we're probably never going to talk about Yes Please again. What were your thoughts on that album?
It's not good. It's not good.
That's being polite.
It's not good.
It's not good at all. It's a bit of a mess, that album. But guess, what percentage it got in the vote for best Happy Mondays album?
10.
1.
1. Which is exactly right.
My question, I've wrote it down, is who the heck voted for that? Who thought Yes Please was a better album? I mean, seriously. That's Sean Ryder. That's Sean Ryder voting on that.
It's all a matter of taste.
All right, so we get into a bit of the songs. Do you have anything else in sort of your notes?
I guess the only thing in terms was, I know you go into sort of more reviews towards the end, but Stuart McConey of The Enemy, and I'll touch upon him later. I read a lot of his stuff. I actually love his writing. I agree with a lot of his reviews.
Really? Is he a positive or a negative writer?
No, it depends on the album, but he's positive normally.
Okay.
But I mean, it does depend.
Okay.
But he hailed this this album as a tremendous record and a gauntlet chucked at the feet of all the other would-be legends in town, in terms of that Manchester.
What a great quote.
And I agree with him.
Yeah, and we'll get into that in a second. What we both thought of the album. My opinion kind of changes on this album every day.
Oh, I love it.
Right? Because there are some just brilliant songs on it, and then I get taken away by maybe a crap song with some really struggling vocals where the beat doesn't quite, pick me up. And I sort of go, ugh. Perfect example, I came into this episode going, I'm going to have ratings regret. Like, remember how I did that previously? And I put it on in the car on the way over here. And it sounded great. And I just was like bopping away on my way over here. And I'm like, I can't. And for me, it's just one of those albums that sort of when I listen to it, I'll maybe go, not in the mood for this. And then the next minute, bang, perfect, exactly what I want. So, it's a very interesting album for me. All right, so let's talk about the sort of songs that came off the album. So Step On was the first song off the album. It was in April of 1999. Got to number 5.
Yep.
It's an amazing song. It's so much fun. And it was sampled. Did you know it was sampled?
Yeah, it's a cover.
It's a kind of, I wouldn't say it was a cover. It's more of a sample because they used the guitar loop from it. But do you know who it's from?
John Congus.
Well done!
And the song He's Gonna Step On You Again.
In 1971?
Yeah.
Did you listen to the song?
It got to number 4 in the UK.
Uh-huh.
And number 70 in the US.
Look at you.
And I did listen to the song and I watched the little thing on YouTube.
And?
It's not bad.
It's a good song, right?
Song.
Yeah, listen to it and I'm like, this is actually really, really good.
It was a protest song.
Was it?
Against white man's appropriation of native territory in Africa.
Okay, all right. Oh, wow. Actually, I'm looking at that song different.
It was around a riff lifted from an African tribal dance recorded in a jungle.
Yes.
And it's cited by the Guinness Book of Records as the first ever sample used on a record.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Great,
You done your homework, Les. Well done.
10 out of 10 for Les.
Nailed that.
A+.
Did you watch the video to Step On?
Yes.
Why are you saying it like that?
Well, it's funny, but you can see it's dated. That's the funny thing.
We have different opinions about this. I watched it today, and I actually felt it aged really well. I liked it. It's on the top of a building.
Yeah.
The sun is setting, and they're drinking and smoking, and I actually thought. But I've watched a lot of videos, right? And you're talking 1990s, so it's almost 30 years old. This song. I actually thought it aged quite well.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I thought.
Oh, I think it looks pretty 90s.
Hey, I watched, what was that James song I watched in from 1999? It looked horrendous. At least this is just that clip on top of them on a building. I thought it was actually really good. So yeah, I felt it was a good video. So it got to number 5. Then in October, they released Kinky Afro. Again, number 5. Now, please tell me you watched the video to this.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it is hilarious. The band are doing their thing. And they have models around them dancing, and I would love to know the background of that video. There's not much on it, but it looks to me like the models who have selected have zero clue what's going on. Like, so I reckon they've just been told, stand over there, look nice, dance with the music, and they just have these looks going, who am I? Like, who are these people? What am I doing here? What music is this? Why is that person dancing with the maracas like that? Like, so much, right? It's a really hilarious video.
Do you know what the song's about?
No, go on, tell me.
So this song is about a dysfunctional inner city family.
Okay.
And it paraphrases part of the chorus from what song? Lady Marmalade.
Does it?
Mm-hmm. Gucci Gucci Baba
Did they get done for
La Belle's 1974. No.
They got permission for that? Okay.
Must have done.
Must have done.
Sean Ryder told NME that the idea for this track came from the Hot Chocolate song Brother Louie.
Okay.
He said that he'd always wanted to do a groovy song like that, and they were going to call it Groovy Afro, but changed it to Kinky after The Farm, the band, came out with the song The Groovy Train.
Oh, good song as well, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Gonna sing it?
Nope.
Oh, that's a really good song, actually. Anything else on Kinky Afro? That's good, thank you.
No.
Number 3, the third song, Loose Fit, released in March 91, number 17. Nothing major to call out from the video. They were just standing.
Love that song.
Do you?
It's gonna be a loose fit. It's gonna be loose.
Why are you dancing like that?
Because that's what they do.
Is that what the Manchester movement dances
100%.
like? Really? That must be because of the baggy trousers.
Not what it's about.
All right, shall we get into the tracks then?
Yes.
All right, so
What's your favourite track?
Step On.
Yeah, okay.
But this is where, again, there's some great songs and then there's some not so great songs. But so let's go through it. The first track is Kinky Afro, as you've just mentioned there. Great way to start an album, right?
Great way.
I've just gone, it's just awesome. I love it. It's a classic. It's just brilliant. Do you want to hear it?
I'd love to.
All right, let's play it now. It does get you bopping away straight into the album.
The whole album does. I love it.
Well, I'm going to challenge you on some of this.
Okay.
I'm sure you didn't bop to all of the songs in the album, but we'll get to them. We'll get to them. God's Cop. I've said it's not bad. It's okay. I don't know. Where do you stand on Shaun Ryder's vocals? Let's try and be a bit pacey here.
Okay. So, this is the thing. A lot of the Manchester movement, if you think about a lot of these bands, well, Ian Brown's vocals.
Oh, I wasn't going to mention that earlier. I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah.
Ian Brown's vocals, Shaun Ryder's vocals, at times Liam's vocals. There are...
You're bagging your boy out.
No, it's not bagging it out. It's a unique sound, right?
Yes.
They're not classical singers. They're certainly not trained singers. But I feel the vocals add to the tracks.
Okay.
If you had Michael Bublé singing Step On, right? Would it sound the same?
It's a good point. No, absolutely not.
It makes it. They're not technically trained singers. They're not technically amazing singers. But you know what? For me, it's the whole. It's part of the genre. A lot of the Britpop singers are not. Like I absolutely love Embrace. He's not an amazing singer either. Like you gotta. I don't believe. Like I feel that the vocals add to the tracks and that makes the bands. And if you were to have your generic poppy star person singing these songs,
it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work.
Yeah, good point. And also you need, because some of his lyrics, they're harsh.
Yeah, they are. And you need that.
I can't imagine Michael Bublé singing some of the stuff he does.
No.
So God's Cop, I've put not bad, okay. This is where I sort of think his vocals struggle a little bit, but I love the breakdown in the halfway mark, and I love the ending. Good song. I think it's worth a play.
Yep.
Yeah? All right, this is God's Cop.
God made it easy. God makes it easy on me. God makes it easy on me. God laid his ease on. God laid his ease on.
Yeah, love it. 2 thumbs up. Good start to the album.
Great start.
Good start. Donovan? See, you've done it already, haven't you? Lost them.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's not the best song on the album.
Well,
It's not offensive. It's just.
I've put here, so I've got catchy intro, good beat at the minute 20 mark, and the more I listened to it, the more I liked it.
Really?
Yeah. So
It's a grower for you.
It's a grower. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Not going to play that.
No.
I don't think so.
Nah.
And we're definitely not going to play Grandbag's Funeral.
No, it's awful.
So talk to me about that. What did you think of this?
I don't get this. It doesn't fit with the album. Like I think there's always 2 songs. You talk about the fact that when I've challenged you sometimes and I've said, oh, well, like when we talk about Screamadelica, you like more songs than you don't on the album, but then you say you don't like the album because you need to like every song.
That's true.
I don't agree with that. I think there are some tracks on even the best albums that you don't particularly love.
Yeah.
And you would put them in order.
Yeah.
So this isn't it's not the worst track for me, But in terms of the other on the album, I don't.
It's really hard, especially when you rate an album, and what you struggle with is an album that has hits, but doesn't have it has those songs that you just don't like.
Yeah.
How do you rate that against a pretty good, solid album?
Depends how many of those songs there are, and for me on this album, there's maybe only 2.
Yeah, I would agree with you, actually. I think there was 2 that I sort of went,
Yeah.
okay. So Grandbag's Funeral, I've gone probably one of my least favourite songs. We'll just leave it there. I'm not going to play that.
Yep.
But Loose Fit picks things back up, I think.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Don't make me sing it.
Go on, sing it.
It's going to be a loose fit.
You cannot sing without doing that weird dance, which I don't know where it's come from.
That's what I do in the car.
That's what you do in the car.
Yep.
Oh, all right, so let's play a little bit of Loose Fit because it's your favourite song. Loose Fit is this. You didn't do the silly dancing that time, so thank you for that. Can we... Dennis and Lewis is next. I've gone, I like this. Not great, but it's good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get past that. Can we get into Bob's Your Uncle?
You like this, do you?
I really like
Yeah.
this. Even on the song on the way here, like in the car, I'm like, I whacked this one up.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I love it, especially when the sort of flutes kick in towards the end. I'm all in on this song.
Yeah.
This one,
That's hilarious.
So, Bob's Your Uncle, here it is.
Why don't you do those things to me? Why don't you do it to me? Why don't you do those things for me?
See what I mean? It's just,
Yeah, it's
how can you not like that song?
I know.
So that, it makes me smile. Now, Step On. I mean, it's just a classic.
Classic song.
Excellent, brilliant song. Don't have a bad word to say about this
Yeah,
song.
do I?
All right, here's Step On. Number 9, Holiday. What do you reckon?
It's the other one
So,
that I'm not that fond of.
oh, the last one?
No,
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that one.
So I've put, how do you follow Step On? You can't.
Well, you can't.
So I think, I mean, how do you, I don't think you can change some of the placings of the songs either. I'm looking at this album sort of going, well, where would you move them around? But you can't put all your songs up front, which no, you leave it as is. It's okay. It's not great. So we're not going to play that. And then what we'll do is we'll play Harmony to take us out the podcast. What did you think of the last song, Harmony?
So I like it.
I've gone, it's all right. It sort of slows right down, and you've got a really fast-paced, dancey, catchy sort of album, and then that
Is it the big song to kill
No, it's
you?
not the big song.
No.
No, absolutely not. But to your point, would you have put anything else in there? Probably not.
Yeah.
Because they really have dropped the tempo and kind of ended it on that sort of soft note, so you know it's the end of the album, and not you're sitting after Step On going, where's the rest of my album? So we are pretty much in agreement of the fact that there's maybe 2 songs that we don't necessarily like about the album, but the rest, there's some big songs. It's a good listen all the way through.
We're agreeing too much recently.
Yeah, we are. Now, no, it's coming.
Oh no.
It's coming.
Oh, no.
All right, so we looked at the chart, we looked at where it came in. Do you think, were you surprised about how successful it was?
No. No, not really. I think when you think about when I talked about that whole Manchester cultural scene, it was a huge part of that. The Mondays were a huge part of that.
The Mondays were happy.
Cool. They were happy.
Yeah.
And I think that when we think about what was also in the charts at that time, well, thank goodness for that album.
Yeah.
I mean, Phil Collins. What else is there? I mean,
We've got a mate who's going to see Phil Collins probably seen him already. And do you know what the name of the tour is?
What?
I'm Not Dead Yet.
Yeah. Oh, look, talented songwriter, right?
3 days he sold out a major
No, of course.
venue.
And you can't, you can't.
Phil Collins.
He's Phil Collins.
What a legend to come out
He
with
is.
the name of the tour like that, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Folk
like he
himself.
is. But I'm thinking about a lot of these artists are coming towards the end, right? So when you think about when you read those charts, no, at their careers.
Oh, okay, good. Glad.
We
thanks.
had the best of Elton John at number 1. We had Phil Collins.
Oh yeah, true.
Like we had Status Quo.
Cliff Richard.
Cliff Richard.
Yeah.
I mean, this is that's the album chart of the 90s.
Yeah, good point.
It was like refreshing. You can imagine if you were like our age or a bit older, and then all of a sudden you've got boom, here come the Happy Mondays. Well, that's better than.
If only your dad had discovered Black Box
Oh, he loved it.
a bit earlier.
But earlier.
I mean, in fact, he's using Spotify.
Oh, he loves Spotify.
Oh.
Makes his wee playlist. Loves it.
Wow, amazing. All right, let's get through some reviews.
Yep.
And let's get on out of here, right? Let me read you. Usually I'll give one bad review and then the rest is all sort of positive. So this is a guy called King Lennon of Rate Your Music. I love some of the names. And my man King, his spelling's a bit rough. But there should be a 0 star purely for this album because Rate Your Music, the minimum is a half a star. Anyway, there should be a 0 star purely for this album. I used to own this, but I flew to Africa and left the album on the floor near an elephant stampede. It's beyond atrocious. Its poor music skills and vocal skills cannot be described with words. Terrible, terrible stuff.
So is his writing.
So our man King Lennon flew to Africa
Goodbye.
and some elephants.
Yeah, whatever. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so the rest, I mean, it's very similar to Screamadelica. This is a universally loved album, right? So Paul Kendall of Amazon, it's impossible to not enjoy English music of the early 90s. While the US was occupying itself with Nirvana and grunge, the UK was turning out masterful works by Blur, The Charlatans, Happy Mondays, Primal Scream, The Stone Roses, not to mention a whole group of talented second-tier bands. I can't think of a release that sums up the entire baggy rave scene as this one does. Just don't point at me. An incredible mix of groovy beats, chunky bass lines, funky guitars, along with utterly unique vocals. Music that sounds as good today as it did back then, able to easily overcome so much of today's bland, overproduced stuff. Emphatically recommended.
Absolutely agree.
Good review, that.
Great review.
Well
so when he sort of said, you know, how it sort of stands up.
Yeah.
How do you think this album's aged?
I gotta be honest, it actually, and again, I gotta go back to what I just played in my car. It sounds great. It holds up really well. You still, when you hear the tracks, you get a pick me up and you start rocking. So, has it held up well? Yeah, absolutely. Your thoughts? I mean,
I think it has.
You think it has?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I don't know, sometimes I wonder, is it because I loved it? But then not really, because I feel like there's a lot of albums we've gone throughout this process that haven't. So it's not just because we like them or we like the bands. Some of them genuinely do sound dated and haven't stood up. But this, like, I think in 20 years' time, I'm still going to love Step On.
You know what? I think you're right.
100%.
Yeah, I think so. Good call. A couple more quick reviews. UltimateGuitar.com. Stuart reviewed this. The album name sums it up really. It contains all the psychedelic and trippy sounds that you would expect in an album completed at the height of the Manchester scene. The music swirls in a mix of hallucinogenic drugs, taking influences from hip-hop, electronic, indie rock, and anything with a rhythm that you struggle not to want to dance to. The album combines dancey rhythms with jangly guitars, funky bass lines, and humorous, optimistic lyrics. Happy Mondays impress with their hooks and fun melodies. The review, he gave it a 9.9 out of 10. A 9.9.
Wow. What did
they lose a point? What for? One last review. Starts off a bit, you think it's a bad one, and then he moves into positive. Sean Ryder is a bad singer. A very bad singer. So this is Sam Markovich, but he has a voice. Half bored, half stoned, completely out of musical harmony, but it's the perfect voice for the sound created by his fellows. That's what you were talking about. Aerial riffs, bass guitars, mix of dance, soul, African rhythms here and there. Those guys said goodbye to the cold wave and brought the sun back in Manchester. Pills and Thrills is a summary of their world. It's a good mix of positive vibes, melted with witty and dark humour, some silly and ununderstandable lyrics, references on drugs and sex, and it's also the beginning and end of an era. Musically, it was the starting points for bands like Primal Screen, The Charlatans, The Verve, and a flood of dance music. However, it was also the beginning of the end for Manchester. Too much excess led them, and Happy Mondays particularly, to madness and self-destruction. You can't be 24-hour party people all the time.
Watch the movie.
It's true though.
Yep.
That sums up, especially, I haven't seen the movie, which I will watch, to move into the next album. So do you remember anything about this album when you were younger?
Way
too young for me.
I think I've touched upon in earlier episodes how obviously Oasis was one of the bands that kick-started me into Britpop.
Yep.
And from there got me into the Stones, led me into Stone Roses, that led me into then Happy Mondays. So I think I bought this album probably in my mid-teens when I was starting to really do my research around all the bands that had influenced Oasis. I liked it then. I didn't think I fully appreciated it until I was a bit older, and these songs are still ones that I listen to now.
Okay.
Have you ever seen them live before?
No. Well, I'm not sure if they've come to Australia before. I'm not sure, but no, I never saw them when I was back in the UK. And they've split up and then you got Black Grape, and so there's been a few reiterations of them. Like I said, I think me and you go out, we have a few beers, we step on
Right.
to see them. I think we'll have a good
You're going to
night.
get your kinky afro on. Right. I've seen them live.
Have you?
Twice. Once at Tina Park, and I saw them once in Edinburgh. They were supporting Oasis at Murrayfield.
Get stuffed.
It was amazing.
Wow.
Yep.
Both performances, so off the back of that, you're like, Kev, we need to see this.
Yeah.
Okay. What rating did you give it? Do you remember?
I reckon I gave it...
6.5.
No, I think I probably gave it a 7.
You gave it 7.5.
Oh, 7.5, yeah.
What do you think I gave?
If it's down here, you must have given it like a 6.5.
Close, I gave it a 7.
You gave it a 7.
So both
I gave it more than you.
Yeah, you did.
Definitely a 7.5 for me, that makes sense.
I'm fairly I've teetered either side of that. I've gone, I really like these songs, maybe I should pump it up. And then on the other side, I'm like, there's some not so great songs, and I'm happy with my 7. All right, so that's the Happy Mondays done, in the bag. A couple of...
Happy I got to talk about them.
Yeah, me too. And that's...
Shame it's a Tuesday.
Yeah, I know, doing this on a Tuesday. Those beers were going down pretty well too. So the Happy Mondays, they are on Twitter, at happy_Mondays. It promotes a website called happymondaysonline.com. Doesn't actually go anywhere. The links don't work. So,
really?
Yeah, probably need to look at that. Are they touring? Yes, they're playing the day before my birthday, where they are playing this album in full.
We gotta go.
Just for this album. They're not playing anything else. This album.
Gotta go.
We gotta go. Guess how much this album is off Amazon?
10 quid.
54 pence.
54 pence.
Is it worth 54 pence? Absolutely.
100%.
They are on Spotify, and you can listen to all the stuff on there. Before I tell you what next week's album is, Les, anything else you want to add?
So I actually do. So we've been getting... I've asked for a lot of tweets, posts on Facebook,
Okay,
and we've been getting a few questions. So
Good.
I've picked one question that we've got on Twitter from @ahordeofrand. So thank you very much for your question.
Go.
He asked us who coined the phrase Britpop.
I don't know this either.
No, great question.
Okay.
So I've tried to dig into it. You know, I like my research.
Oh, you do?
So most of the research that I have done has led me to Stuart Marconi, who I mentioned earlier, who writes for NME.
Oh, yeah.
And he also writes for Select. And that very first cover of Select magazine, which had Swear on it, that apparently a lot of people attribute the first time that Britpop was mentioned to that. But when you dig a bit deeper,
Okay.
however, it was also used in relation to the Baggy and Manchester days as well. So that term was actually used in that sort of late 80s, early 90s as well.
So it's not a 90s term then?
No. So there are a few... Look, it it's one of those questions where I'm never sure we're going to get the actual definite answer.
Right.
It seems to be a phrase that's been used since that era, and then when Select Magazine came out, and also Stuart McCorry seems to be the name that comes out. So at Horde of Rand, not sure if that fully answers your question, but that's what I can
So
find
no one's
so
really.
far.
Can we take credit for it? If no one else has.
Yeah.
We
So
did it.
We did it.
When we were 8 years old.
Great.
We came up with that.
There we go.
There you go. Problem solved. There's your answer.
Done.
Kevin Les created Britpop.
But thanks for the question. So at the end of each episode, we'll answer a question that you set to us, so we look forward to reading them.
Cool. All right. You ready for next week's?
I can't wait. What is next week's album? You're making me nervous because you kind of made me feel like it's not one I'm going to like because of the way you've been acting. I might be wrong.
I think I dropped in an earlier episode that number 45 you weren't going to like. And I think I prefaced the fact that it was either probably going to be someone like TerrorVision. Are you ready for TerrorVision?
Please, it's not, is it?
This look on your face.
I can't. Do you know what was on my face?
What's that?
The vision of terror.
Oh, Jesus.
Boom.
Saved the best for last. That is next level dad joke. All right, so it's not TerrorVision.
Good.
They are placed way higher than number 45.
That's not even funny.
Next week, we're going to be discussing Sleeper
Yes.
and the album. Which album do you recognise?
The It Girl.
You are correct.
Yes.
It is the It Girl. So number 45 next week, Sleeper, the It. Immediate thoughts?
Looking forward to that.
Oh, you're actually excited by this one?
Yeah, I'm excited by this because this is an album where I have varied my opinion
You
over
have.
time.
This is one that you've been changing a bit.
Love the fact we're talking about another band with a female vocalist.
Yeah, okay, good.
I think we could touch a lot more about the females in Britpop.
Okay,
So looking forward to that.
good.
And how I sit with the album right now, I like it. I actually really like it. So let's see what my thoughts are next week.
Yeah, okay. I like this album.
Yeah.
Sleeper were a sleeper for me.
Oh.
I thought I'd trump your dad joke.
Didn't.
So Sleeper were a surprise. For me, when I re-listened to their albums, I really like them. So I'm glad that we get to talk about them. Whether it's the It Girl or Smart is probably... Our listeners are probably going to go, well, wait, there was a big hit on Smart, and then... But for me, this has more hits, and it's sort of more... I like this album more.
I do too.
So I'm looking forward to talk about Sleeper. That's next week. And our plugs again, as always, at Britpop Banter. We're on Facebook. Like our page, please. And send us emails, britpopbanter@gmail.com. It comes straight to me and Les. Send us feedback on Happy Mondays, what you thought of the episode, and what you think of the Sleeper album coming up. Is that your favourite too? Should it be in the top 50? What's your memories of this? All right, Les, let's get out of here. Anything else?
That's it.
We're done and dusted.
Done.
All right, thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week.
See ya. Bye.